Welcome to Halftime Heroes for season 2026. We've got the latest news from across the Mornington Peninsula and beyond, with the crew of Adam Kelly, Peter Susovich, Neil Craig, Luke Harris, Chris Gamble, Lee McQuillan, and Jacob Kelly. Take it away, boys.
G'day, sports fans, and welcome to the Halftime Heroes. It's been a massive week in Divisions 1 and 2 with some very, very interesting results. There's no doubt about that, some shock wins and some shock losses. But I'm going to go around the panel and introduce us first. As you know, I'm Adam Kelly. Can't believe I just said that. What a tosser. G'day to you, master button pusher extraordinaire, executive producer. Hello to you, Peter Susovich.
And a great week, great weekend down at Sorrento. Attended the lunch down there, and jeez, it's a great club. They opened the new courts as well, so fantastic.
What was on the menu down there?
A very nice side of beef.
Right.
Very nice.
Black Angus or Wagyu.
I don't know. Either right.
Would have taken
It would be some Black Angus Wagyu.
It was fantastic. And congratulations. That is probably one of the premier president lunches around Victoria.
Yeah.
So,
I can't believe you're allowed in.
Well, I went disguised.
Went disguised.
Yes.
Russell Crowe?
No, I was wearing an Arabian sheik's outfit.
Careful.
Yeah.
There's probably a few sheets down there.
Very careful.
Absolutely.
There's sheets. How about sheets?
Sheets of cash.
I've never seen more cash in my life.
Yeah. Jeez.
Wow.
Did they all just have their checkbooks out
I
on the tables?
It wasn't just check. They were getting them out of tissue boxes, folks. They were just flicking them out. Yeah.
That's why they do it, and they do it well. Thanks for being you, Pete. And, we have him back after he's been in hiatus doing a very important job. Hello to you, senior coach of the Somerville Football Netball Club, Chris Gammers. Gamble.
Hello, lads. How are we? Good
to
to
be
be
back.
I had to type it into GPS. I haven't been here that long. Forgotten how to get here. Eh?
So,
And a great win of the week. I know we're going to touch on it later, but, mate, it just evens up the comp nicely. Juicy.
we'll get into that in the Division 2 football show. Hello to you, Commissioner.
Hello, Adam. How are you?
I'm very
Great to have them both back.
I know. It's very good.
Like
very
that.
good. And if
the
you
yin and yang and the zing and the bang and the zig and zag.
zig and zag.
Zig and zag.
Weren't they pedophiles?
Jeez, you're on tonight.
I think one of them was.
Yeah,
I think there was definitely
Which one?
a sag. I don't know. Was there a sag? But it was. Oh, that was nasty.
He would have been
weren't they?
sagging after a couple
Zig and
of,
zag. Can you believe
couple
it?
of years
What's
in
the World Cup
the lockup, I reckon.
Oh, boy.
Hello
Jesus.
to you, JK, Jacob Kelly, you're back from your internship at Bayside Osteo.
Indeed, Bayside Osteo.
Well
Glad
done.
you got it right this time. It was good. No, making the return after a long time away. It's good to be back in the garage, seeing a few new touches around.
And
And
a standout touches.
mate, I tell you what, this wall of sus, I don't
Wall
know.
of excellence.
Gee whiz, I've never seen anything more impressive than this. I don't think.
Well, but there's a new one up there tonight. The Oracle Database Introduction to SQL ED2.
2007.
Quite recent.
Yeah, one of his more recent ones, isn't it?
Well,
a lot
it was,
of these.
it was 2000, so we had to get some technical
see.
advice. So yeah,
It's in colour.
Get that up. Yeah,
That's
It is.
It's spelt right.
Look at the coffee stains. And
That's
shit.
not coffee. That's not coffee.
It's not coffee.
Oh, no. I think it's
What is
bullshit.
that? What is it?
Yeah,
there?
it's magnificent.
We'll
It is.
take a photo of that and get it up onto socials. Just quickly, just a shout out to the Halftime Heroes family. It is a pleasure bringing you the episode each and every week, both on video and on audio as well, being the podcast. We've had some issues with the podcast on wherever you download your podcast from, just around. I think we've established that it might be one of the commercials we're running, so we're going to rectify that, and we'll get the episodes back up and running for you. But just hang 10. Also, special mention to Chief. We've been inundated with amazing comments from the Halftime Heroes family, and a special mention. We actually, JK, and boys, we've got other other Halftime Heroes families members from other competitions as well.
Yeah, love it.
Right.
Love it.
So they're tuning in.
That's
and,
good.
Oh, that's great. Yeah.
enjoying. Yeah, well, I know. It's good. They're keeping
All
in
the
touch.
way up the
Yep, they're keeping in
Way up
touch
through the bush.
They're keeping in touch with the local league,
nice to know.
and obviously are big fans of the halftime heroes, which
And
is
to
very
take
good.
the time to comment is thank
I
you.
know. Well, we appreciate all
Thank
the
you.
comments.
Take several times to comment.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And actually, just on that, Chief, a special mention. I'm going to start doing comment of the week. And this one goes to Lee Marriott, who was heavily involved in the Ark saga, I suppose.
To be continued with
To
the
be
pellets.
continued in Suss's pallets. Of course, on assignment, we have, we've obviously got these two great boys back, but we've got Macca. If you listened to last week's episode or watched it, he is with the
Under
the
12
under
school
12
boys.
the Vic squad. So that starts all up again.
Good on him.
And then Spook is on the pine as well. So he'll be joining us in a few weeks' time back in the garage, no doubt. But let's get shit going, hey? Let's look at Div 1. It was a fantastic round of football. It was round 6, in fact, and it was volunteer appreciation week.
Don't mind it. Worthwhile one.
What I liked was I was on socials last night, having a look at all the clubs and seeing what was going on, and they all sort of got around their, the committee members and stuff got around their volunteers, and I thought it was really great for the clubs to get involved and acknowledge their volunteers. We established last week that clubs wouldn't be able to do it without run
chance.
clubs without the volunteers, and I mean at the end of the day they're all volunteers. So special mention to them. It was Langwarrin absolutely on fire by 99 points. Devon Meadows, welcome to Div 1. I've said it a couple of times. 99 points it was, 23-9, 147, defeating Devon Meadows 7-6, 48. In the best for Langwarrin, it was Charlie Orchard, Matthew Johnson, Matthew Pinenborg, and Harry Tully and Nick Bukes. And just special mention too, I've made some notes. You'd be very impressed.
What?
Tex, James Longley.
Games. Yeah, wow.
150 games to Tex. So congratulations to you, Tex. Fantastic effort, mate.
Kicked a couple of goals too.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Kicked a couple of goals. Boys, quick look at this one, please.
Yeah, Matthew Johnson, incredible start to the season. 26 goals for the year and 6 goals tagged on to the game against Devon. It's, good. And then you also got, for the other side, Cody Ray's hitting some form. Been in the best the last couple of weeks. Good to see a youngster really getting his tail up and trying to thrive in Div 1. We know he can do it in Div 2 level, but to see him do it at Div 1's really, really good for his confidence and him as a player moving forward, I think.
Some notes from some spectators or some supporters that they're themselves are missing the big fella as well.
Yes,
Okay.
We've been contacted. Obviously, Commish, you got some word from Gitter around.
Yes, that he'll be get her answered the call, and then I think he's back next week. The big fella from Darwin.
Okay.
So
what was his name again?
That's going to help.
Just for the
That
halftime
is,
hero family.
That is the one. The big ruckman from Darwin.
Arnold Kirby.
Arnold Kirby.
Big Arnold.
Arnold
Sorry
Kirby.
to throw you under the bus.
Arnold Kirby. Of course. No, that was very good.
But we mentioned that we hope it didn't blow out to a Rosebud score the previous week, and it's 99 points.
Yeah.
99 points.
23-9 too would suggest they're getting shots from the corridor. Looked like they were just coming through the middle of that big deck all day long down at 20. It's pretty accurate kicking.
Yeah.
I was going to say, not a bad first quarter, is it? 8 goals
Yeah,
straight.
no, it's
But they've restricted them in the second, if that's correct, to 1 point. So, look,
and then they blew them away again.
I think we were really talking up, and we still are, the quality of the Div 2 competition, but there's a top 2, and then there looks to be the rest, doesn't there,
Yeah,
at the moment?
time.
And these top 2 sides, now we're getting into the middle rounds where your lesser teams are getting some injuries and getting a bit sore. The top 2 are flexing their muscles.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
And starting to stretch their legs.
Gammers, you said off air, and I'm going to bring it up because I know you want me to. But you in the pre-season, you in the pre-season, you're all over Langwarrin.
Yeah.
You were lucky enough to see them in a pracky match,
Yeah.
and you said from the get-go that they were going to be dangerous. Macca said last week that they're, apart from Rosebud, well, no, he said their forward line is more damaging than Rosebud.
It's really hard to know.
because
Like
of the dynamic.
You've got to watch all 6 or 7 at once.
Well, I
pretty
haven't seen these other teams. I just thought to myself, if there's a team better than Langwarrin, they're going to be pretty special, and we do know Rosebud are pretty special. So, look, it's very early to say, but those 2 are on a crash course to compete for some silverware, I'd say, at some point.
Absolutely, no doubt. The next game happened down at Dramana Recreation Reserve during Volunteer Appreciation Round, Chief, and it was Dramana too strong for the Pines Football Club, defeating them by 39 points, 16-15, 111 to 11-6, 72. Geez, you're quick on the buttons there, Chieftain. In the best, Jake, please. Nothing for Dramana.
No one played that well.
They're not great at that. Oh, no, that's not true. That's not true.
EJ with 5, that's huge.
No. He's a spread of
Just
goal kickers
scroll
there.
up a
And
bit,
there's a spread of goal kickers.
Yeah, not wrong.
Gee whiz.
In Pines, it was Guy Hendry, Thomas Murphy, Jonathan Hayden, Levi Soul, and Kyle Jacobson. Kyle Jacobson, littlest man on the planet, and geez, he knows some shit about football.
Yeah, no, he's been good since going to the 3 or 4 years ago now, Kyle.
A bit more.
Probably longer.
Is he?
Yeah,
Old longer than that?
Old
Yeah,
Malura
okay.
boy. Yep.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Tom Murphy, isn't he the coach?
Yes.
Tom Murphy's the coach.
Yeah, put himself. in
Yeah,
the
that's
game.
okay.
Just a
Must
Kev
play
job.
really well.
Just a Kev job.
He's done a Kev.
And that's a score line
Is
we
that a Kev?
pretty much predicted, wasn't it?
Yeah, well,
That's around about right to where they both sit.
Yeah, I can say
Pretty
that.
good effort from Pines,
I
really.
think Pines have had an uptick of form in the
Yeah,
last
no,
couple of weeks,
that's
haven't they?
And
Yeah.
typical, yeah, Chief, all over that. The 355 disposals, 2 Pines,
Yeah,
250.
it's a lot
And then
more.
that's, I mean, Jake, that's just their game style, isn't it? The flick. They want to use the
Yeah.
ball as much as they can.
100%. It's very noticeable
Handballs,
when they're
165 to 91.
Yeah, it's when they're at their home deck. They love it. It's so small. It is a deck where it is probably only 3 kicks long, and it is just dump. So when you can control the ball by handball, they
got some
take
class
advantage.
there
You know
too,
what I
haven't
mean? It's
Jeez.
I
They
was-
trust each other, too.
yeah,
And
it's
the
ridiculous.
stars have aligned.
That microphone's
I know,
on,
I
Chief.
know.
You don't.
Yeah, he's
But
put,
the stars have aligned. There are 3 Gerts back in the top 5
yeah,
possession
that's,
getters.
we
or-
missed
yeah.
it. Where
100%.
they be?
Well, Sammy Fowler having 35 and 3 is pretty impressive.
That's-
Yes,
He's older than Scott Pendlebury.
No, he's not. No,
Just
he's
about.
not. No.
No, he'd be about 28, I
I
reckon.
mean, he looks old. Sorry,
player.
Sammy.
Great player.
Been around for a long time. The next game happened at Eddie Asp, Regents Park, it was, and it was against Mornington, 17-14, defeating 15-10, 100. It was 16 points in the end, and I'm telling you what, I was toing and froing. Apparently, in one take, I said Mornington.
Yeah, and then
In the next take, I said Eddie
At
Asp.
20
That's how
past
I
10,
was
at
going.
20 past 10, you
At
said
20
Eddie
past 10,
Asp,
I said Eddie Asp, and you should have seen the look Macca gave me.
I
He
picked Mornington.
fucking filthed it up, didn't he?
Yeah,
he was
did.
like, "Oh, you went Mornington in the first."
The one
in
thing,
the first bar."
Macca sat right here, and we said, you got to keep Kurt Lopo quiet.
Mate.
Number one of the best. So he's got off the chain.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jake-
Macca!
And kick 4 goals.
Yeah.
And kick 4.
Yeah, he's had
Got off the chain, kick 4.
7
There's
in
a
the
difference.
last 2 weeks.
7 in the last 2 weeks.
And they
He
win by
is proper
3 goals.
Tarkin White, Max Walker, Toby Arms, and Will Harridge. In the best for Mornington, it was Matt Kane, Corey Cassidy, Brenton, BJ Credlin, and welcome back, Maddie LaFontaine, the most beautiful man in the cosmos,
Yeah.
as well as Max Ritchie.
Funny story about Max Ritchie, boys. I now work with Laffa, and we were talking, and I said, where's that youngster gone that debuted against
The 13-year-old.
Tremana? Yeah, the 12-and-a-half-year-old.
Maxi.
Max
Blonde
Ritchie. We
Maxi.
were wondering where he'd been in the
Bloody
lineup,
good
and
effort.
Laffa
Yeah.
said the same thing. He's like, mate, he was fine. I don't
Yeah.
know why he dropped
He's
out
a
of the
nutty
team, and he's
kid.
come back in and got himself in the best. So big shout out to Max Ritchie. He's he's genuinely, I think, 16 years old. So he's
15.
Yeah,
Max
is he
said he's
15?
15,
Oh, well,
yeah.
there you go. Yeah, proper firing, unreal.
You talk about barometers, Gammers, and Kurt Lopo is a barometer for EDS. If he
absolutely.
gets off the chain,
Big time.
they win 8 out of 10 games.
Yep.
Absolutely. Yeah. And unstoppable once he gets going.
Correct.
You need to put time into him.
Yeah,
early.
that's absolutely so. He's
Yeah.
just one of those barometer players.
I think this could have been a lot different story if Mornington didn't get jumped out the gates, though. We look at the score line in the first quarter. You got 11 scoring shots to 4. So
How's-
it's just
How's their second quarter, Jake?
Oh,
Mornington
huge.
to claw
It's
back.
massive.
Yeah.
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 huge.
That's a great effort. And
Couple,
then,
couple of big
they were
outs
in
for
it.
Mornington. So
A couple of big ins, though.
yes, but Mitch Bloom out from the previous week. So
What happened there?
we might chat about that later.
Chat about that later in the Chiefs Palace.
Chiefs pellets.
Okay, I like that. I like that a lot.
11
The next game, Chief, was in fact, it happened down at Olympic Park, Rosebud. And it was 19-9, 123, defeating Franks and YCW 5-7-37. You
Oops.
couldn't have done that any better, you two.
I
Cox.
love how Fossil hasn't seen the scores yet, so that's his
I
genuine
know.
reaction to what the game was.
But I reckon you've
I
got
have.
you've got an excuse for not seeing the scores.
Well, what did I do?
Well, I'm looking at your hands.
I've been painting.
You're doing manual labour.
Manual labour.
Why?
You
Well, I
wouldn't
thought it
say
was a
how.
Spanish
I
tennis
reckon
player,
that
but
was-
it turns out
Manual labour.
it turns out.
I reckon that's the same
Is that-
paint on your hands from last
No,
week.
mate, it's fresh.
It's fresh.
Well, you know, I've spoken to you a couple of times on the phone the last couple of weeks, and you've been going somewhere to pick something up. And
I actually did look at the scores.
you're getting a bit older.
No, you didn't. Don't
I
bullshit. How's Mornington? How is Mornington?
Mornington's going very well.
Have you got shares in the cafe yet?
No, I haven't daisies. No, I wouldn't mind a little share on that. That'd be quite nice. No, but yes, you're right. Thank you for that little out. Roy, but,
I'm always here to look after you, mate.
Billy Hardtongue, Mitchell White, Kirk Dixon, Liam Tidd, and Nick Mason. Boy, oh boy, wow, we. They absolutely jumped them.
So what's the story here?
Well, we spoke about the YC hadn't really played anyone in the top 4 or 5 yet, and they just did.
Yep.
And
Okay. So that's
they
where
went,
we-
which
we-
game?
and we
exactly
were
what I've got.
Probably
Welcome
having
to the
some
world.
chats about that pre-season, weren't we? About
Yeah.
we didn't really know where they were, and they probably are where they are, and where
Yeah.
they're going to be.
Yeah.
Probably a bad day
probably.
to catch Rosebud, I think, as well, when you got forwards firing, So you've got Mitch White with 4, Cal White with 3, Blake Kuipers with 2, and Kirk Dixon with 4. So when you've
That's
got
a lot of disposals too.
That's
Jeez,
a lot
three-
of this,
386
Yeah.
to 295. Yeah.
Or free kicks too. Whew, jeez. The arc wasn't on that game, was it?
No, that's a dominant display.
That is a dominant
You know,
display.
that is
at
65 times
at-
the 44.
at Rosebud. In the best for YC boys, it was Brodie Robertson, Bo Bailey, Darcy Murr, Max Williams, and Big Shem Barry.
Jeez, Campbell Husband couldn't get in the best with 32.
Yeah,
And he probably went at 98.
No, he was in the best the week before. They have the policy down there.
Yeah, they do.
Like
It's
the under 10s.
It's like under 10s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
He's an
So-
amazing player.
So who got the Donut King
The
award this
Canteen
week?
Award. The Canteen
Yeah.
Award.
It was Mitch, was it? No.
Hunter.
Yeah, it was Billy Hardtongue.
Fair enough.
The next game saw us head down. Well, the Chief, you can open this one right up, Chief. It was down at Dave McFarlane Reserve. Not sure how much football you actually watched. Sorrento going down by 20 points, 14-10-94, defeating Sorrento 11-8-74, did Mount Eliza. But, geez, it looked a little bit worrying there, Jake, for a little while for Mount Eliza.
Yeah, 100%. So Sorrento have a very dominant third quarter, pulls them right back in it. But then I'm assuming Ricky's pulse maybe got to 47 beats per minute.
He
instead
might
of
have even
46.
swore.
Chief,
That's how bad it got.
you were out there at three-quarter time and you had to listen to Ricky Bobby.
I went out to quarter time and
Yep.
quarter time very relaxed and just talking
Well, it
about.
would have been at quarter time. It only just started. I thought you said the
No, but
three-quarter time.
the
You
way
could have
went.
just said it was three-quarter time.
No, I just said at quarter time. I said that's what I said.
Quarter time, that would be about 2:30. The side of beef probably arrived
Yeah.
at about 2:45, and after that, she was on.
I was on.
The side like
No, but his coaching technique is
You're gonna have yours.
unbelievable, and how
You're
he
gonna
can
eat your fat.
describe it. So he basically said, first 4 inside 50s go to Sorrento, the next 15 to Mount Eliza, doing it well. What I will say is, though, third quarter, Sorrento absolutely dominated the back half of the third quarter, and if that quarter went for another 5 minutes, the game would have swung.
okay.
So they kicked a goal on the siren, but they could have easily, if they had another 2 or 3 minutes, they could have bagged another 3 or 4 there. They were on fire. And I suppose having a chat with a couple of coaches around the league in Division 1, they played Tomlinson in the middle. So that was
okay.
a big run for him. They probably could have looked for him a bit more. That's all I'll say. So he did a lot of gut running from full back right to full forward. His gut running was unreal. So, but they didn't always find him.
It's a bit of a conundrum where to play your stars, especially when you're not probably going as well as what you thought you may be or what others think you are. So interesting. I was going to ask that. What did Tomlinson do and what impact did he have? Because he hasn't featured in the best this week. Whether that's another
He was clearly
rotational thing.
top 3. He would have been top 3.
Yeah, okay.
So if you were just going Gammers, where would you start him? If you was 0-6 and just going,
Well,
would he be a centre half back or something? Would he be watching the backs?
yeah, I would play him in his primary position, but again, that's circumstantial and opinion based. I don't know the facts.
Well,
Like
you're the only one coaching you, so yeah.
I mean, I've got one of his ex-teammates playing for our side, and we wrangle with where to play him most weeks as well. So, but I think from my point of view and setting up the game and setting up how you're going to play, you probably put your best player in their best spot. They may think that's mid, but I think he made his living as he played his best AFL for his halfback already.
Yeah.
So, that would be my take.
Yeah. Okay.
In the best for Sorrento, it was Matthew Rulak, Shannon Gladman again, Bailey Holt, Chad Harris again, the Chad. He's dominant. And Dylan Atkins. And in the best for Man Liza, it was Zach Jones. Apparently, it was an absolute star commission.
His delivery.
Archie Stringer, Will White, William, Anthony, and Braden Nelms.
Big Wilbur's been in there a few times as well. It's good to see Big Wilbur having a good game.
Good year. It's, I mean, Sorrento have some horrid injuries as well with their captain. Their playing coach in James Hellers with that knee injury still out for a few weeks. As well as Dylan Clark. Dylan's out with injury as well. And I did on Halftime Heroes last week, if you listened or watched, it was mentioned there was some rumours floating around the rumour mill down at Sorrento that Ryan Clark had put his hand up to leave the club. And it was confirmed this week that there was a little bit coincidental that he's now taken off. He's got a sports app on the go, very successful sports app that he's going to go and develop in the US. So he's left very early, very early.
Sports app.
Sounds like you're
apparently it's I've heard it's a gym app
that
allows you to get into gyms that you might not have a membership for, but then you can scan the app and it'll allow you into the gym sort of thing. So it's like a cross base. It's what I've heard.
There's no apps there.
Have you put a resume into him with all your certificates, Chief?
This is where I begin.
The certificate of merit. I mean, that's got to stand for something, and the will. Like the will.
Oh, the will.
The will.
Have we,
I don't know. Are we in that? I'd have to speak to Bars. Maybe cut a deal with
There's an appendix. There's an appendix.
An appendix.
Okay. What, you removed appendix?
You left them to someone.
But he has
gone. They spelt your name wrong.
He has. He has gone. He has.
Yeah, two S's.
So it's like the pavilion.
He has gone, boys. He has gone overseas, and the mail was that it was just a joke. But a little word of advice that when you're zipping six, it's probably not a good idea to run with those jokes inside the club rooms because there are lots of people watching, and I can assure you that I was inundated with the rumour mill. That it was because of that, and in fact it was because of something completely different. So maybe just keep the jokes to inside the inner sanctum because there was a lot of spectators and supporters there that didn't find it very funny. So anyway, we just clear that up, boys. And well, that rounds out what was Div 1. Can I get some takeaways, please, Chief?
Oh, it has to be Langwarrin. They're continuing on the march that is never ending at the moment. So they're looking power. And I suppose in the same breath, I'll probably have two takes. Is the Rosebud Frankston match the result there?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry,
I got the takeaways this guy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Do you want to say
anything else you want to talk
Why
about?
don't you say four and just take them all?
That's the wrap up.
This guy.
That's the round wrap up.
Yeah. All right. Mate, thanks. Hope you enjoyed the show, everyone.
Jake?
I was going to say YC. It's just unfortunately a little bit of a wake up call, isn't it?
Yep.
You know, your first time playing a top five side in the Div, and it might just be like hey, this is what it's about. Which you know what's fine. They'll reassess and see what's going on, and they'll learn a lot from this. You know,
Correct.
it's a big learning curve going up against a top five versus a bottom five.
Commissioner?
Yeah, I don't know whether they need a learning curve at YC. They wouldn't like to hear that much. But I'm with you, mate. It's I can't remember the last time YC kicked anything like that as a scoreline.
Yeah.
So that's miles away from where they should be. But let's see if they bounce back this week.
And Gammers?
The relegation battle's heating right up.
Wow. Can we the ladder? Segue
the
the ladder.
the
Listen to
man.
the dulcet tones of the game. He loves the ladder.
Loves it.
Loves
He's
it.
got it up.
I know, he's ready to go.
And the ladder too.
Thank you. There's no camera under the desk.
There is.
Okay,
He's
thanks.
got the ladder.
It looks like a big hamburger. There's the two at the top that are running away. There's the two at the bottom yet to open the account, and then there's everyone in between. But yeah, it's Rosebud and Langwarrin at the moment. Frankston, big trip up like you guys have just talked about. Dramana hanging around and Mount Eliza hanging around. I think they're the two dangers that you can't write them off too early. And look, do we think that's the 5? I think we said that about 4 weeks ago. But there's a 2-game gap now. Edias with 2 wins, 4 losses in 6. Devon, I still think, have done a great job to this point of the year. They got
100%.
They got whacked by Langwarrin, but that's probably saying as much about the gap between the top of Div 1 to the top of Div 2.
Yeah.
There's a gap. And then Pines, Mornington and Sorrento. Pines, I think, have shown really improved form over the last 2 or 3 weeks. And, you'd be probably starting to get a little bit concerned if you're sitting in 9th and 10th about what next year looks like.
Percentage is going to be pretty important down the bottom end, isn't it?
It looks
it's
very
important
key,
at the top
doesn't
and
it?
the bottom. But
Yep.
I agree. That top 5 looks set to me.
Yeah.
With Mornington and Sorrento zip and 6, which Sorrento going into the season consistently playing on 42 points. With the Clark boys currently not available, it did bring them back down to that 36 points. So, and then they, for me, it was, by no means whatsoever am I sucking up Sorrento, but with two of their stars gone, and then they bring it to the second runners-up from last year to Mount Eliza. I think it's a gallant effort.
Yeah, 100%.
I know James asked a lot from them last week, and I reckon they come out and answered it.
Yeah.
Well, I think the big difference between Div 1 and Div 2 is those sides sitting in the bottom part of the ladder are still very competitive week in, week out. I mean, Mornington haven't lost many games by more than 5 or 6 goals, have they?
No.
But they just haven't quite been able to get there.
You watch the games live, and there's nothing in it.
Yeah.
Then you look at the scoreboard
100%.
and think, shit, they're 40 points in front. But whereas Division 2,
In Div 2,
you can see a stark
in Div
difference.
2, you can probably get away with a bad quarter sometimes.
Yeah.
In Div 1, you probably can't get away with any worse than 10 minutes.
Yeah, correct.
I've just noticed the maid didn't wash your halftime heroes.
We were talking about that for
Okay.
ages before the.
Yeah.
I've been working tonight.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All right.
coaching.
You're on notice.
Thanks.
Maccaboard in the note from Mum to say he couldn't come last week, so I want a out of uniform note for you if it happens again. Thank you.
Okay.
I'll
I'll wear a dress next week.
well, the law just
Don't want the camera onto the desk.
the law just passed, didn't it? Anyway, that's another story. It's going to be round 7, and it's going to be played out on Saturday, the 23rd of May. Can you believe it? Let's fly through this one. Round 7, Devon Meadows taking on Sorrento at Glover Reserve.
It's the last time Sorrento was ever. They just fly over it.
I'm telling you what. There'll be lucky to be 10 supporters from Sorrento
They're not going.
that are going to make that trip. I'm telling you now. And I know probably 5 of them that will go and probably 40 that won't.
Cracking game, but
Look out.
And the big fella could be back. That was the
Kirby.
word.
Yeah.
No, he will be back.
Yes.
I got his name.
Yeah,
that
good,
time.
well done.
if Devon win, they have punched their ticket to 2027.
Correct.
100%.
That's what you're spot on.
And
Exactly,
not only
because it's
that,
the
they've
5
almost
wins.
Sorrento has gone. Like,
Yeah.
we can't.
It'll be a slow 788 back from Frankston
Oh,
Railway
yeah.
Station after
What do you catch from Frankston to Devon?
Uber.
I'll take it.
Or you can pinch a car.
There's no PT.
Normally in the back of
Or
a
a-
divvy van. but
Or
still.
a salary tractor. There's, with the jump in the back
That would
with
be
salary.
a
Have you
long-
guys seen the Devon Meadows Junior Club lately?
Yeah, it's fantastic.
I went
Yeah,
there
we've
Thursday
heard.
night,
How good
2
is
weeks
it?
ago.
Mate, it's all
Wow.
happening.
Unreal.
Yeah.
Facilities down there are next level.
They
You-
are.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Took you a bit to get there, though, didn't it?
Yeah,
No,
well,
it's just
I
up the
was,
road,
I
Craig
was
Road.
no, but that's the thing. I was informed that we were playing at Devon. So I went to Devon Senior Football Club. Was sitting there for half an hour, and they got the text, "Oh, we're at junior ground."
Ah,
Shit!
Junior
So,
ground's bigger than the senior
Oh,
ground.
big time.
Both of them.
Yeah, they are.
Devon win this.
I'm with you.
Devon beats Sorrento. Sorrento,
Sorrento
Welcome to
cannot
the world.
lose this game.
Yeah, it's
and that's why they'll lose it.
Yep.
Sorrento cannot lose this game.
with curb back. I don't see them
So
losing
Devon win this.
at Glover Reserve
That's
as well.
Sorrento for me.
They've won tougher games already.
Yeah.
Correct.
Devon for me.
Chief.
Sorrento.
Are you on camera? You're not.
Yes,
You
I am.
push-
I am.
okay.
I am on camera.
All right, very good. I'm glad that face got there. JK, you're going Devon, Commish.
Yep.
Well, Devon, I just think Devon are going to win.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gammers.
Yeah, Devon.
All right, beautiful.
And
Next game.
like you said, Gammers, it nearly locks them in.
It's a lot to play for.
It does.
Nearly
It is a lot
locked
to
me
play
for next
Could
year.
be their grand final this year.
Yeah, come
Yeah.
on.
They know how to
I
win.
love it.
They
What a
know
game
how
of footy.
That is- I like
There's
it.
nearly a reason to train this week just for that comment.
Yeah.
Why do you go out there? Look at that. That's going to be a
Yeah, it'll be a
belter.
ripper.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it will be. The next game's at Regent's Park, and it's Edith Vale taking on Dramana.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
yeah.
Well, similar
Jesus.
deck sizes, isn't it?
Cricket.
Both small decks. Probably EDS a little bit smaller. I reckon Dramana get the chocolates here.
Yeah,
It's
me too.
pretty simple.
Well, if Dramana win this, that does sort out the top 5.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah, stamps it.
I think they will.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
Dramana should, but with not a great lot of confidence. Should.
Dramana, especially with a big fella back, and the two big ruckmen will against each other. I think Billy will prevail.
The next game is at Emil Madsen Reserve, and it's Mount Eliza taking on Frankston YCW. Frankston YC licking their wounds. There's no doubt about that. And how do they come back? And they've got to do it all over again against the reigning premiers in Mount Eliza. But I think Mount Eliza and Ricky at the helm will I think it'll be just the...
I got a golf day with Ricky on
won't be
Friday.
training.
I'm actually playing with him on Friday, so once I spill out everything I know.
Oh, jeez.
Mount Eliza gets beaten by
Jeez.
20 points. No, that Mount
only
Eliza
thing you'll
by
be-
plenty.
the
By
only-
plenty.
The only thing you'll be playing with is yourself.
Plenty.
You spend the day with him.
And Steve Brattle, the ex-coach. So it's going to be on like
Oh,
Donkey Kong.
gee.
The ex-coach and the coach.
Thank God you've
And Wes, who's a
thank
madman
God
from the
you-
cricket club.
Thank
Christ
God you've
almighty.
got Ricky there because Brat says absolutely nothing.
No, he'd be right.
He
You get him on a couple of
struggled to get a
sherbets, we'll be
word.
right.
Who do you like for this one, Gammers? I don't know if you haven't mentioned it yet. Well, you're looking at the back of the ladder. It's back at the ladder.
He loves the ladder.
Loves the ladder.
It's pretty even.
It is. Yeah.
You going?
Well, yeah, I will probably. But I'd love to see that Devon game. I want to be in two spots at once.
Just,
You reckon?
just, just,
Devon game.
just pop along with the umpires then.
Yeah. Good. In the arc.
Yeah.
So Mount Eliza, what they do? They beat Sorrento last week by 4 goals.
That's a winner.
Yeah, Mount is at home, but I don't think it'll be big margin.
Yeah, okay. Interesting. We will remind you of that, Chief.
Stone Cats.
Stone Cats, 2 words.
Yeah.
The next game is Langwarrin taking on Rosebud at Lloyd Park. Now, for me, this is the halftime heroes selection table match of the round because first versus second.
Why is it?
Well, Gammers, you've called us the grand final. It's the grand final prelude.
It's definitely the preview right now, isn't it?
100%.
Yep.
100% it is.
Yeah. Geez, you want to be there, don't you?
Oof.
Yeah,
If you want to
exactly.
see the best game on the peninsula,
At
that's the
Lloyd
game to go
Park,
to.
it'll be rocking.
Will be.
Oh, it's going to be good.
Langwarrin.
Yep. Give me Langy.
The only reason
Chief.
that I'm saying is what Macca said last week. It's going to be 6 forwards against 5 forwards, and I think
know.
Langwarrin will get over the line.
Oh.
It's going to be a good game.
Jake.
Yeah, I'm with Gammers. Langy all the way.
Oh, Struth.
So this is a genuine line ball. You've got Langy, who have scored 3 goals more than Rosebud and let 3 goals more through. That's the only difference in 6 games between those two sides.
I watched Rosebud beat Mount Eliza a couple of weeks ago, and their back 6 for Rosebud were terrific. So if they're lethal, if the forward 6 for Langy are lethal, the back 6 for Rosebud might just do enough to get them quiet.
I don't think it's. I'm going to go different. I don't think it's between the 2 forward lines. I think it's between the 2 systems. If whichever team gets their system up, and I like to think I know Langy's pretty well, and I'm not going to say it on here, but if they get that going, Rosebud will have to get theirs going because they'll be in trouble.
And I think we'll see. I think this is the year. Oh, this is the game.
When there's
Langy will be
talent,
too quick.
when there's talent everywhere, who can get organised a bit quicker, who can deal with the pressure, and who can play their way for
Kids
longer.
could go footy. No?
Ground size, will that come into it?
I think Olympic Park's pretty big
Yeah,
as well.
that's right.
it's
So
same
there's no
matchup.
difference
No.
there, is there? The
Rosebud
only,
here
the
just
only real
for me.
difference is the turf.
On the outline.
Yeah,
I think
so-
you said Langy too, didn't
Well, I haven't said anything
That's
yet,
it.
to be honest.
Yeah, I'm just Rosebud.
Yeah.
Just.
I've got a feeling that Langie's speed around the contest might trouble Rosebud. But then, Rosebud have improved in that as well. I'm going to go a draw.
Oh, jeepers. You get anything but
Sports
sports bet for
sus.
that.
Yeah, $61.
Gamble responsibly.
Yep.
Yeah, nice one.
Hold on,
Very
I'm just
good.
getting the Darwin boogie on the phone now.
What did you say, Gammers?
You said,
I'm Langy.
You're Langing.
Yeah, not by much.
Dude,
I
not
think
by much.
I think it'll live up to the hype. I think there'll be less than a kick in it. And
Yeah,
I
I think
I
it will be.
won't be surprised whichever way it goes.
I'm telling you what, if it's a fucking draw, I'm going to
You're-
come, mate. I'm going to be dancing
Oh,
on this desk. And the last game to see us out, it's happening at Mornington Alexandra Park at the Pavilion, and it's Mornington taking on the Pines. Tell me that Mornington don't need, well, they need to win this, don't they?
Yeah, the start of the year they would have circled it. When you get the draw, you circle this one as a win, and they should.
Yeah.
Jacob, Mornington should beat Pines
Yeah,
just to keep their season up.
Yeah, it's one of those games where Mornington probably have a bit more on the line here, where relegation's really a sniff. You start to look at the bottom of the ladder, and Mornington are probably hoping for a better start considering the teams they've played. They've almost stolen a few, but just haven't quite gotten over the line there. But I think Pines is definitely one of those teams where they, as you said, Commish, have definitely circled it and probably see it as a game that their youngsters might be able to close out compared to a few that they've played in the past.
Mornington for me.
Mornington.
They have to win.
Yeah, Mornington for me. They get a couple back. I believe Chaz Sargent's back. Matt Blah played pretty good from all reports.
Yep.
They might have a couple back as well. So on a deck there, I feel that Mornington will get up and have a lot to fight for. And
Absolutely. A lot to play for.
Also, too, it was remiss of me not to mention, too, boys, Zach Maynard played his 100th game for the club on the weekend. I already mentioned Tex James Longley, and at Mornington, that was Lockie
Gorka. Good one, Lockie.
Gorka.
Well done.
And we love to see this. Jake, you spoke about this young man a little while ago, but Sorrento, he was named Henry Squire.
Yes.
He got the call up. He had his first senior game on the weekend.
Perfect.
And three kids at Frankston YC, Liam Jerza, Christian Saker and Josh Wallington. And at Mornington, it was Lorca McCarthy. So well done to those boys.
Get the kids playing.
Obviously, exactly, putting in the effort and getting the kids, putting in the effort and getting the reward for it. I love it.
That's great. Who wins Gammers?
Pines.
Just to be different. Oh, Chief with the double
Double
roof
birdie.
the double eagle.
The double eagle.
Well, I think they'll probably just bully Mornington on
Yeah,
that
that's what I'm
small
worried
ground.
about.
And look, I don't think this game is any more important for either team. Pines probably lock themselves out of relegation. Mornington get themselves out of the conversation for a week. It's as important to both, to be fair. So, who wants it more?
I think anyway, that's a good point. Very good point. That is the end of the Division 1 football show. We Kamish, you got stood up again, didn't you?
Yeah, we had the Langwarrin assistant coach pull out this morning. He was coming in. He can't come in, but he was coming in his spot.
To his defence, we didn't give him much
A
notice.
whole lot of notice. But no, there's no cone tonight, but we will expand with Gammers here.
Do you know
his
why he
game.
didn't come in?
Why?
Because you don't know his name.
Luke Forsyth.
No.
And no.
I don't think he's an assistant. They're co-head coaches.
Oh, they're
Co-coaches.
co-coaches.
Yep.
Co-coaches.
Coaches.
So it would have been good, but anyway, we'll get the lowdown on Langy in the next week or two.
Well,
Yeah,
wouldn't
absolutely.
it be good to get him next week?
Yeah.
Langy Rosebud, that'll be
Yes.
unreal.
Well, Maury has some issues on the Monday night, which is when we record, and so we would love to get him in, but we might be able to catch up with him on a Tuesday or a Thursday night at the club.
Yeah, right.
To have a quick chat with him while they're training, but that would be super. We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more Halftime Heroes.
Looking for unbeatable deals on new and used Toyotas? Head to Frankston Toyota, where great service meets great value. From rugged Hilux to fuel-efficient Corolla, we've got the perfect car for every driver. And right now, crazy low finance rates for selected models. Come see why locals trust Frankston Toyota. Just off the freeway. Easy to find, hard to beat. T's and C's apply. Visit frankstontoyota.com.au today.
Welcome back to the Halftime Heroes. It is now time for the Division 2 football show. As we said at the break that we were unable to obtain a coach due to the last minute. Who was it, please?
Luke Forsyth.
Luke Forsyth.
The co-coach.
The co-coach.
Co-coach.
Trying to trip him up, were you? Yeah.
Of Langwarrin.
Between us, like
Football, yeah, I know, right? Of Langwarrin Football Netball Club. So we really, really want to get, as I said at just before the break, that we are unable to get Maury on a Monday night because we record on a Monday night. But we're going to try and get down to the club. Because I think it's very important that we get around their successes at the moment because they are absolutely flying. But it's not about Div 1 anymore. Do you know why?
People have lives. How rude.
I know, right?
Just do other things on a Monday night.
Steph's got you
on a Monday night. Dead night? What are you doing?
Cracking the whip.
He's painting
And building
How was
decks.
how was that bronze paint on Dan Andrews?
Oh, no, that can't go ahead, can it?
It's going to go ahead.
Oh, my
and it's
God.
a fucking
She's not reading the room Jacinta, is she?
No. She doesn't care about the room. Anyway, we cannot talk about politics. I'll give you the red hot tip. It's now time for the Division 2 football show and getting us underway. It was round 6. It was a nothing round. Well, it was a very good round, but there was no appreciation. There was nothing. There was absolutely nothing.
We did do it.
Yeah, no, as you should.
Why wouldn't you be?
Well, it might be. It might
volunteer appreciation round in
Div 1 or Div 2?
It might be coming. It might be. There might be an appreciation.
They got the email.
Yeah, right. Okay.
No,
It was
right.
definitely definitely done in Div 2.
Player HQ never got the email.
Yeah, well, maybe that's true. That's right. It was round 6 and it was played out on Saturday the 16th of May, and it was Bomb Beach in the end. Gee, she was worrying time.
Yeah.
So Coringal were up exactly right, Chief, at half-time, 9-14-68, defeating Coringal at home by 16 points, 7-10-52 in the best. Jake, please.
We had for Coringal Jackson Burke, Trizen DeCabe. Gee whiz, stitch me up there.
Yeah.
Jake Bush,
you saw that, didn't you?
Zach Bartling.
Picking up at him.
And then we've got for Bomb Beach, Chris Hole, Thomas Hogan, Roland DeByes, Luther Hill, and Ruben Smith. Absolutely.
Sorry to
stitched me.
those boys.
Dead set. Butcher job.
Absolutely butchered those names. And
That was a shit bunch of names out of it.
Yeah, debut me names.
Fucking hard bunch.
Not Neil Craig.
No, exactly. Two
Man
first
with
names.
two first names. Hello.
Never trust me on that.
I agree.
That's what he was known as back in the
Wouldn't get a job
days.
at Melbourne Uni handing out the acceptance.
No, it was a tough. They're beautiful names, but it was
Beautiful
a tough
name.
read.
No,
It
you
was
just
a
said
tough
there's
read.
shit.
Geez,
It was a tough read.
Jackson Burke, the son of a
That was still
Yeah, son of a gun.
Yeah.
Yes, well, actually.
How many times has a Burke been best on ground for Coringal over
And
the
it was
journey?
his debut.
Yeah.
It was his debut.
Fantastic.
Son of a legend,
Yeah.
Michael Burke's a Tyne, Burke. Well done to you, mate. And Jackson Burke. The brother of Tyne Burke, son of a club legend.
Jackson's played a few.
Yeah, Jackson's played a few.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's right. So his brother Tyne, it was his debut. So well done to you,
Fantastic.
Tyne. Good job, mate.
Well, look, half time.
Yeah,
6-2 to
positives
3-11.
for Coringal.
Having a decent few
First
pings at Bomb
time
Beach, boys.
this year that Coringal have won back-to-back quarters. Even when they beat Tyab, they didn't put winning quarters together. So to go in at halftime, you take those positives. Obviously, Coringal looking at small positives, but I'd say that's a pretty large positive. Go back-to-back quarters.
Must have given him a nice little touch up at half time.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
They're coming out and
They come
breathing
out,
fire.
And in the words of the commissioner, went whooshka.
When Wooshka.
I think it's more so a tale of Bomb Beach's inaccurate kicking as well, though, isn't it? You know, you got 7 scoring shots to 3, and then you got 14 scoring shots to 8. So, look, if Bomb Beach kick straight, this is blown out of the water, but
1 goal to 6.
it might
After the half.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, in the current world of momentum, if you don't kick straight with momentum, there's going to be a time where you lose it.
Yeah.
And it can be very deflating.
Spot on.
100%.
You'd know.
Yeah, I would.
Yep. Well, I'm going to skip the next game because what we're going to do instead of Coach's Corner is we're going to ask Gammers on the spot, Gammers, but we're going to leave the Chelsea Somerville game till last, and we want to hear all about it, please. And Jake, I'm going to get you to talk about the next game, please.
Yeah, so we've got Crib Point 10-6-66 and Pearcedale 16-7-103. And
what was that? Sorry,
That nothing.
just got a slice of humble pie here, didn't I? You just got Pearcedale, who I've bagged out the start of the whole year, saying that they'll be big sliders, and they come out and beat Crib Point, who are probably in that top 6.
Hold it, you've taken it all the wrong way.
Oh.
Yeah, it was the
Oh,
commish.
no, of course. I've got it
was the
written down
commish.
as well. Commish
We
has
know how to put the mocker
absolutely
on, I
put
can
the
tell you.
moz on Cribby.
Do we?
So
Hannah's.
Do we know how to put a mocker on or what?
dead
He's
set.
absolutely screwed over poor Anna's. He was that excited to be in the garage. Was very disappointed that Gammers wasn't here.
That's the Luke Forsyth. He's gone, well, holy shit, I'm not going. I'm not going.
Not before those, mate.
This
No,
week.
no,
That's what they're all saying.
Yeah.
Dead set. So we'll get a formal letter out to Anna's, just apologising for the
Yeah,
commission's
sorry,
work.
Anna's.
Yep.
It just happens there. You seem such a nice bloke, don't you?
In the best.
There you go.
In the best, Jake.
We had Joel Sarlo, Jet Boer, Joshua Legrice, Miles Shepherd, and Max Verco. And for Pearcedale, we had Bailey Gent, Lachlan Marshall, Colin Thornton, Trey Robertson, and Luke Daniel.
Where are Pearcedale at? Can someone tell us?
I got no idea.
Where are they at?
Well,
personally, don't.
Lukey Daniels kicking 8 goals has
That's decent.
helped them a fair bit.
Yeah, well, he's coming back. So I've got
And
here.
just makes the best.
He's had a 60-goal season in 2022, and then he had a 57-goal season in 23. He's dropped off 24, 25, but he's coming back this year, and he's just kicking bags whenever he wants.
Well, I don't think he dropped off. I think they had a different target.
Ah, I see. Oh, yeah, of course.
So,
Of course they did. Now he's back in the limelight.
It's an interesting one. Crib Point would be well known as one of the better contested teams, I'd say, just statistically. But Pearcedale have just come down and gone whack.
Spiked him in contest.
More disposals, more tackles.
Yeah.
Like when you have more disposals and then you win tackles by 27, that's usually a pretty good sign that you've completely outworked your opposition.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen very often.
The next game was Rye taking on Frankston Bombers at RJ Rowley Reserve.
And the right boys.
Yes, and can you all cast your memories back who you tipped?
Oh, well, I thought Frankston had beat. Oh, no, I've got a pick right.
No, you didn't. No one did. I was the only one that tipped Rye.
No, okay.
Yeah,
Well
I
done.
picked the Bombers.
You would have thought. The Bombers are a hard read as well, aren't they? It's hard to work out exactly where they're at.
No, I know.
Or
I
Ryan
know
just going that well.
exactly what Frankston Bombers are, and I'll say it here live. They are frauds.
No.
A bunch of frauds, Frankston Bombers.
Right.
Is Dan Goran's going to pop out of the suit?
Absolutely.
Mate,
Good,
dead set.
Love it.
Good.
I've got Bombers.
Okay.
They haven't played a team in the top 7. They are in the top half of the ladder, but they've not played a team that's in the top 7 until they played Rye, which they've lost, and they played, I think, was it Red Hill they've lost to it? No, they lost to Cribby as well earlier in the year. So
Yeah,
they
right.
have not beaten a team in the top 7.
When it gets a bit hard, they get going here again.
Well, I don't know.
Yeah, right.
Frauds.
I'm not subscribing to that.
You
No, you don't have to.
I think it's a game between two really good sides.
Yeah.
It's
only a goal, isn't it?
Rye and Seaford are the two teams that are probably surprising a few, not the people in the know. And Frankston's last year's grand finalist. So it's that's about right, I reckon. It could have gone the other way.
Commission, you only say it's a goal, but geez, they've only kicked one. They haven't kicked any in the last quarter.
Kicked a point.
Yeah, so.
But Gammers, good point, Gammers. It's around about where they're both at.
I think they're both
we
top three
laud
sides.
Rye, don't we?
Yeah.
We know how far Rye's come.
Yeah.
big time.
From last year, it's a huge turn.
I don't think us opposition coaches are lining up to play either of them, to be honest.
Yeah, fair enough.
In the best, Jake, please.
We had Brady Egan, Zach Jennings, Taj Campbell-Farrell, Nicholas Strickland, and Connor Wallace. Huge for the big dog. And then for Frankston, we had Flinny Wood, Big Harrison Pryor, Ryan Marks Logan, Sam Glenn, and Samuel Luttrell.
It's a good names in there.
Ed Green popping up with 4 again, just steaming away with the...
Strickland's having a good year, isn't he?
He'd almost-
Strickland, doing it right.
He's leading.
I was going to say he'd be leading the goal kicking, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he's
Ed
leading
Green.
by a little bit. He's a freak, to be honest. Big target. He's so, like, I remember going down in pre-season and I was shocked about how big he actually is, like, as a bloke, like his stature. He's a big frame. And I was like, whoa. Took me back a little bit. So he's a big unit. He can get on the run, and when he's got good feed like Taj Campbell-Farrell and Zach Jennings and stuff putting it down his throat, it's making it all easier, isn't it?
He's got 33 goals from 6 games.
Yeah.
It's a fair go.
It's decent.
Fair. The next game was at RF Miles Reserve, and it was Seaford hosting Hastings. Seaford, in the end, too strong, 15-13, 103, defeating the Stings 12-7-79 in the best for Seaford. It was Riley Harper, Hugh Park, James Maguire, Bailey McIndoe.
Good boys, isn't he? Week after week.
Absolutely. And Seth Kelly. Great last name. And in the best for the Stings, it was Jackson Muchillo, Thomas Muchillo, and Ryan. Jack Butland and Sean Hewitt.
Didn't hand those names off, did you?
No, you're not exactly ripping them off.
You didn't hand those names over, did you?
No, they're quite. I was very confident with them.
Good game of footy.
Say the third one again.
Good game of footy
for Hastings.
Ryan Zemeris. Okay. Silent T, I reckon.
Yeah,
you reckon?
Well, you'd assume.
Try and say it with it in.
yeah, there.
Hastings are
As the
improving.
commission would say, it's a shit last name.
No, they were nice names. They're just hard to
I think
hard
Hastings
to pronounce.
I think Hastings are more than improving.
Yeah, they're
I think
improving.
they
They're
are.
a week to week
There's no doubt,
improver.
Gammers.
There's
I
no
think they
question.
are defensively sound. That's what they are. They you think he was pretty. He's pretty honest when he was on here. They're missing a couple of avenues to go, and they're missing a key defender. But defensively, system-wise, I've watched a couple of their games. They are sound. I was saying about him last year. Just his fingerprints are all over them now. I rate him very highly for what he's doing down there.
They need to keep the great man long enough to really make a difference.
Absolutely.
Another 2 or 3 years.
I think he's. I got the impression, and we didn't actually ask him. We didn't want to, he's there for the end of this year, but he hasn't had conversations yet. But I get the impression that he's sticking around.
Yeah. I think he wanted to see how he liked it.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how they liked him and vice versa. So it seems to be working. Stick with him, for goodness sake.
He's got the right people in as well, Gammers. The right people in.
Absolutely.
And who had the most goals for Hastings?
Who had the most goals? That would have been that our man there, Ryan Zemeris.
Yeah, Zimmerman. Yeah,
Silent T.
Yeah, exactly. Zemeris
would have to be a song.
Has to be.
It wouldn't be.
Bless you.
Geez, that Riley Harper is a fair player. We saw him the week before. He kicked 3 against us, so it's another young key forward they've got there. I think it's come through their 19s.
He's only played 116 games.
Yeah, he's
played 116 games
total.
Wow, total games.
He's
14 for the year.
Yeah, he's going really well.
Yeah.
They've playing the kids up there, and it's working out.
Yeah, absolutely. Huge junior club behind them, massive, and that's
successful.
That's a huge advantage. Yeah.
And the next game was a Red Hill, absolutely demoralising Tide Football Netball Club by 126 points. It was 23-13 up on the hill, 151 defeating Tide 3-7-25. Only managed 3 goals, 7 in the end.
And we had some first gamers here. Young Rye Sanford, an ex-Manaliza boy, Manaliza Junior, who has gone down to the hill and plays with his brother down there. So well done on your first appearance in the ones, mate, in a whooping win.
I like that from you, commissioned. Special shout-out to, as well, Tyab. They have their Ladies' Day coming up on the 30th of May as well.
Right.
Oh, brilliant.
Yep.
Yeah, you feel for Tyab, don't you? I was rolling through this game and looking at it, and they're playing with 46 points, and they come up against a Red Hill that's just been beaten on, and they just cop Red Hill full force at home. You know, it's
they rested a few too, Red Hill.
11 goal kickers for Red Hill.
Is that right? Is that right for Red Hill? They play with 25 points.
Mm-hmm. They're all played to their kids. It's great.
That's really phenomenal, isn't it? But and I forget, and I know 100% you'll forget, Commish, but Anna's actually said he went into bat for Tide last week and said, do you remember, Chief? He said something about it's not necessarily, you can get what you want on paper, but then it's all got to sort of come together.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
no question.
It's all got to, so
Takes a village.
Yeah, no, it does take a village,
So-
but I think that the people that live in the village, mate, they've been going for quite some time.
It's a bit of a tough watch. You do feel for them. We talked about the point situation before. That a new coach automatically elevates your points. So, you'd hope there's a win around the corner for Tide, but they had a pretty close game with Kringle a couple of weeks ago.
They did.
I think
Wasn't much in that at all. Yeah.
Yeah, you just got to find your little wins. I don't envy the job they've got to do down there, but you just got to keep cracking on and galvanise as a club because you can come out of this. Right 3 years ago, were in
terrible.
this spot.
Yeah,
so it's they're the story for Tide, but tough time.
In the best before we move on, Chief, it was for Red Hill, it was Sam Fletcher, Billy Sanders, Harry Dobson, Josh Mould and Paddy McDonald. And in for Tide, it was Aaron Bennell, Max Otten, Riley Simpson, Zachary Haig and Ryan Warren, man with two first names.
Zach Haig's pretty good player. I think he'd be mature age, but a really awkward, strong ruck.
Okay.
It just goes all day.
Okay.
So I reckon he'd be close to leading their BNF.
Yeah, righto. Okay, good.
And the last game to see us out, it was the halftime hero selection table match of the round, and it was Chelsea hosting Somerville Football Netball Club. Somerville, though, I am, I'm proud to say, because the man sitting next to me, 12-19-91, defeating Chelsea at home, 11-9-75. It was 16 points in the end. And, the commish, you didn't have anyone under the cone. And I'm not going to put our boy under the cone because, he's just... he normally operates the cone, so we can't operate the cone and put him under it.
Have I been in the cone? Maybe.
Yeah, you have. That's how you come
That's how you loved the cone. Loved it.
That's how we stumbled across you.
Do a little mini cone. Maybe.
Poor Gammers. Poor
Yes.
kicking.
Yeah.
From you, wasn't it?
Not
That
from
result.
me.
That
Not
result.
from me.
That result from your lot.
Didn't need a kicking coach.
No, he kicks the drink bottle. You got to watch
That was one time.
Kick a lot of points.
All right, so
we kick a lot of points, don't we?
we do. Before we went on air,
Do you?
You
We
do.
Yeah,
you
we
do.
Oh.
We.
Yeah, he's in the wagon.
Before we went on air, we spoke about, and I said to you, you must have given them a decent sort of rev up before they went out, and you said, no, it was the opposite. Can you drill down on that?
Yeah. So the previous week was...
No, it's not a cone thing. It's not a cone thing.
No, okay.
feels like it is.
That's a great question.
Thank you.
Don't fucking jeez. Give me
Bring the cane down, will you?
yes.
No, it did change the approach a little bit. Yeah, we have a lot of new players this year, and I think there's been a lot spoken about in the pre-season about both these clubs, Chelsea and Somerville, about all the new recruits. And it's one thing to get them; it's another thing to get them to play together and gel. So, I'm learning about this group every week. I mean, our two best are two of those new players in Lockie Williams and Michael Hibbert. So, change the approach. I have a theme every week, and it can drive how I speak to them and how I rev them up. Against Seaford, it was a bit more fire and brimstone, a bit more old school. But this week it was very very patient. I told the boys I'd stay quiet on the bench and not yell and rant and rave, which I didn't. It had a good effect on them. We started quite well. They started relaxed, and I think maybe just taking the pressure off a few of those boys was the aim, because I think they're starting to feel it and the chat around us. And
So do you feel as though that approach gives the players a little bit more ownership? Is that the sort of the thinking behind it, or it just naturally does that?
I think it gives them freedom.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think we've got some guys that feel like they have to play the most amazing game every week to get a result, and I think you need to take that You need to take that expectation off their own shoulders.
Yeah,
I mean, the game's 90% above the shoulders and maybe even more. So, just to put them into a better mindset and to play the way we wanted to play. We had a really direct plan of how we wanted to play that game against Chelsea. I'd watch their games during the week. And
you play well on that ground, didn't you?
someone told me that. You
don't mind it. You don't hate it.
No, we have played some very good games on that ground over the last 4 years. Won some finals there, and we've also been. They've pumped us there a couple of times since I've been there, Chelsea. But no, it was a good game. We had a plan, and the real thing for my boys is they stuck to the plan. We've probably been a little bit all over the place. If you come and watch this as a neutral, you probably go, what are they? Are they a handball team? Are they a kicking team? Are they a contest team?
Yeah, okay.
So we probably straightened that out a little bit during the week.
Good.
And, played the game, I think, largely on our terms. I mean, Chelsea is such a good side that you have to have the game on your terms. You look at that, it's a 16-point game, and we played reasonably well for 4 quarters. I'd say it's our first 4-quarter performance of the year.
Okay. Yeah, it's one of those games. It could be a real turning point, couldn't it?
Yeah.
Because you're playing against the top of the pops on their home deck.
Yeah. I mean, we were disappointed the week before. That taking nothing away from Seaford because they've probably been, along with Rye and even Chelsea, the 3 real stories of the year for Div 2.
Yeah.
But, Seaford put 7 goals on us in 15 minutes the week before, and, Pierstar put 8 goals on us in 20 minutes. So we've been really bad and really good in some games. I just challenged the boys to be good. Not have the big peaks and troughs.
So you put that down to possibly there's a whole lot of new blokes in the team, and we're still feeling each other out.
Yeah.
Those 8 goals to 0 quick things and
me
shit. What
too.
are we doing? Everyone sort of panics and
Like the momentum. When you've got momentum at the moment, you've got to make the most of it. I mean, you look at that, like the first half at Chelsea on the weekend, there's a 5-goal breeze going to the Frankston end.
Yep.
So we kicked with it, and I probably thought at quarter time we'd wasted it a bit to kick 4 goals 5. I would have loved that to be 6-3, and you probably think, okay, we've done all right there.
Yeah.
But then they come out and kick 5-5, but we managed to pinch a couple into it. And then at halftime, the wind stopped. So it was virtually just a neutral game after that. And, we played a really good second half.
Yeah. So your messaging just stayed consistent.
Consistent the whole day. We didn't chase it.
Yeah,
we didn't blast any mistakes. We didn't over-celebrate any good points. And, it was a tough game. It's good. It would have been good for the neutral viewer, I would imagine.
Look, it's great for the competition too.
Yeah.
It is really. It just opens up the can of worms now. It's on. It is on.
Yep.
Because we all thought Chelsea by how far, but not anymore.
In the best, Jake?
In the best, we had Will Barker, Todd Gardner, Nicholas Dematis, John Simpson, and Kyle Harrison. Oh, Kyle Harrison, gee whiz.
I think Kyle Harrison was playing his first game too. He's on St Kilda's VFL list, I believe, and come across from Mediasi. It was pretty handy.
There you go. And then for Sammy, we had Lockie Williams, Michael Hibbard, Mason DeWitt, your boy Gammers, Joel Vincent, and Benny Nielsen.
Lockie Williams jumping on heads, was he? Zing!
He played a bit of ruck.
Did he? He's athletic, isn't he?
We didn't have a ruck.
Yeah.
Because
Lockie's, 6'1"?
Yeah.
If he's like, because he's got some bloody spring in his...
Well, it's his forecraft.
Did you bring in Benny Nielsen this game, Gammers?
Yeah, to play ruck. Yeah.
To play what? Yeah.
Yeah. He's probably about a centimetre taller than me. We got 5 rucks on our list and none of them were available on the weekend.
Gee,
awesome.
So,
there you go.
Yeah, we had to manufacture a few things and train that pretty hard during the week, which we did.
And Gammers, does the goal kicking worry you? The 12-19?
Yeah, well, it's going to get us at some point. At Bomb Beach, it nearly got us about 3 weeks ago. We kicked, I think, 1 goal 11 in a quarter. It does, and I get plenty of feedback from sponsors, supporters, and anyone else who wants to throw an opinion my way. We actually practice it.
It's hard to fix. It is so hard to fix. You can throw footies out of a bin on. So
we've actually got a fundamental coach that comes down, a fundamentals coach, assistant coach, who comes down on a Tuesday and works with a few of our guys on fundies.
Yeah.
And he worked with all those guys, and you still get that.
Yeah.
The pleasing thing for us is that except for the Seaford game, we get now 30 shots on goal.
Yeah,
if you get 30 shots on goal this year, I reckon you're
You're going to win most
win.
games.
80% of your games is probably what you need
100%.
to do.
Couple quick ones from me, Gammers.
Yep.
I have come out and said through Jake's takes, through Dad, that Summy have sort of notorious not starting probably as quick as you were this game.
Yeah.
Good to see that turn around. But how happy were you with the back six on the weekend? Chelsea, we talk about momentum. Chelsea kicked the last 6 behinds. So probably indicating forward half game. No?
I think that might.
Is that just HQ, play HQ? Oh, never mind then. Play HQ's has stitched me up there. But how happy were you with the back six anyway for the day?
Well, it's funny. And my players will tell you this as well. I'm notoriously hard on midfielders because I feel like the backs can only do as good a job as what the midfielders allow them to do. So you very rarely see me tear shreds off a defender or a forward, to be honest, unless there's no forward pressure. The pleasing part was our defenders were able to defend because the pressure in the mid-third was at the level. Yep. And I think this year the pressure in the mid-third has been a little bit choosy for us. And, we've lost 2 games by a combined 22 points against 2 sides that are probably going to be around the mark. But, we've also had 2 really bad – well, Red Hill, we had 3 really bad quarters. Seaford, we had 1 horrible quarter. And, you're only as good as your midfielders. That's my opinion. So we put it on. We moved Mace into the middle for this game. I can say that now because it's on the Vision, and he hasn't started a game in the midfield this year yet. But he started, and they went after Mace, and he's an incredible player.
Yeah,
I think he's just getting better, to be honest. So
because I remember earlier in the season, because obviously you've added all the pieces that you've added. Obviously, we spoke last season about Mace jumping here, there, and everywhere, and you sort of said at the start of the season where you wanted Mace to settle in somewhere.
Yeah,
and obviously you've chucked him into the mid, and he's gotten in the best again after getting into the best last week.
He's got to get his hands to the footy really quickly.
Yeah,
for mine, he's a midfielder.
He got really banged up in 2024, 25. He gets tagged and, he gets the extra hit in the contest, which all the good players do. So I'm not saying that he gets treated unfairly compared to anyone else, but we wanted to get him on the outside a little bit more and set us up. And, every time we've got in trouble this year, we've moved him into the middle.
You can't have both.
And then you
can't
go,
have both, can you?
And every time he goes in there, we look amazing. Yeah. So you go, well, why don't we just maybe start that way? But we'll mix that up a little bit so we don't
as quick as you can with Mace, I reckon.
Yeah, nice.
But the other thing was, Hibbo. So, Hibbo's been battling his body a little bit this year, and, he had a slow start with the suspension, and that was his best game for Summy by a long way. Just looked like the player I think everyone expected him to be. And even he said that. He's been, battling that a little bit. So, look, when you – in Div 2 especially, when your good players play well, you tend to win some games. Yeah. So that's why we went and recruited the way we did, and you hope enough of them play well
a lot of
each
the time.
week. Yeah,
absolutely.
Very good. Well done, boys. I loved every second of that hearing. I loved hearing the ins. I loved hearing all the ins and outs of that game, especially because it was touted as, and we had it as the halftime hero selection table.
Yeah, we did.
Absolutely fantastic. Well, the next takeaways, please. Thank you. We'll start with you, Chieftain.
Look, I picked Frankston Bombers, but Rye, that's a great win at this time of year for them. That really solidifies their posse at the moment. But I'm not going to say the F word.
I've probably gone too early there, and they'll come out and what?
Oh, no.
You're allowed to have your opinion.
Absolutely.
I'll wear it because it proofs in the pudding, in it. And they can shut me up by beating a couple of top 7 sides.
That's
but
exactly
until
right.
that happens, I'll stand. My takeaway probably is Summy. When it gets gelling, it's going. Chelsea probably touted to be the premiership favourites in Div 2. Really looking forward to moving up to Div 1 and for Summy just to come and go bang. I know Gammers would be pretty happy with that one for sure. If I was Gammers at the start of the year, I would have had this round or Chelsea circled from pinpoint. You know what I mean? And I can't speak for the man, but I'd be very,
I got them
very
winning it.
Yeah.
Him down there.
Yeah,
I've got Chelsea winning it too.
Oh, no, I got I reckon you guys win the whole thing this year. Bit of a different one. The trajectory of Hastings. I'm really, and I've got a little man crush on him.
That was me.
Was it really?
Yeah, it was.
Oh, that's very good thinking.
Is the trajectory? They're just on this nice upward in motion, and it's all very positive. Well done, Kev.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
All power to you.
Absolutely.
You can still have it.
Yeah, I know. Well, yeah, ditto to
Yeah.
the commission. No, I totally agree. Seaford, well, I mean, they bet your mob Gammers, and they're going to take a few more scalps, I reckon, throughout the year. And for Hastings to be in it and only to go down by 24 points, we know that there's still some decent names out of that list, and for Kev to put
A mantle display like that.
absolutely.
Unless Play HQ has stitched me up again, Seaford won it in the last 15 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was close at three-quarter time.
Yeah, there was definitely scores of level with that three-quarter time.
Yeah,
Very close.
1 point or something.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, let's jump straight into round 7. It's going to be played out on the 23rd of May, and the first game is Tyab taking on Bomb Beach at the Yab down at Bungarn Reserve.
If on beach keep winning.
Bomb Beach for me.
That's
Bomb
winner.
Beach.
Yeah, Bonnie, but it'd be interesting to see if Tyab, we talked about that gelling thing and the team coming together. If parts of that start coming here in a couple of quarters, it'd be great for the club.
And ever improving Bomb Beach.
Yeah.
Exactly.
They're on this trajectory as well.
Yeah,
Doing
that's
a
right.
great job there, Jamie.
They're doing all the right things, I think.
Doing a great job. Any Gammers?
He is. He's a good man, Jamie.
No, you're just kissing right up his coit.
Oh, my
It's
God.
hilarious.
I'm going to bring you, Jamie. You want
They're
you on the show.
all about the kids. All about the kids. So, look, Bomb Beach for me. And I think, Chief, I pose this question then. If it's not happening by round 10, I mean, that's pre-season plus 10 rounds of football for Tyab.
Yeah. Can I butt in?
Of course you can.
It's not a 10 round. It's not a 1 season. It's not even a 2 season. This is where the club
full scale.
needs to. Oh, I mean, I think is Maury in his 3rd year at Rye now. I believe he is.
Yeah.
This is where you stay the course and you actually stand for something and you back
100%.
people in.
Yep.
Because if you don't, you're going to chase this season
Yeah,
over and over again. So, like
But this
I would hope.
This has been going on for years.
So this is why
Gammers.
this is why it's got to be a line in the sand. Back your people in. Take your medicine for now
Are they
because
going
this
to
is where
retain
you are.
that list?
Well,
That's
you have
the
to
thing.
try, don't you?
That's
Yeah.
that's what it's all about.
You have to try through culture,
Yeah.
coaching, mateship.
Retain with us. Pick up a bunch of
that-
points too, because they'll pick up 9 or 10 points.
I
More.
think
More.
the
List,
hardest thing for the Yabs is obviously Rye differ here. Rye have a good juniors. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Yabs
we
are
didn't.
notorious. Yeah, no, we didn't. But Yabs are notoriously like, I don't think I've ever played a junior game of football against Tyab. Do you know what? And that's through my junior years going through, and then even when I was umpiring.
You did, but they were.
It was Tyab and Karam or something.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
So
And
it's
the other part of that is, I think, the only junior club on the Western Port side that you would outwardly say is thriving would be Crib Point.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Everyone else is probably struggling to put
Yeah.
teams in all age
Yeah.
groups, including some.
Yeah, true.
100%.
Good point. No, I like it. I like it a lot. It's all Bomb Beach, however, one-sided this game. The next game is at Baxter Park, and it's Frankston taking on Chelsea. Chelsea aren't going to stand for what happened against Somerville, and they're just going to absolutely beat up the fraudsters, Jake.
I'm picking Frankston Bombers.
Yeah, me too.
Hey,
Yeah, me too.
I love
At
it.
Frankston, at Baxter Park.
Unreal.
Totally different story.
Do you know,
That
Gammers,
huge ground.
I had this written down for your game, and I
Yep.
didn't know if I would say it or not. Do you know much about the whereabouts of Angus Smith and Zane Carter for Chelsea? Are they
I got some
injured?
good mail on Carter
Yep.
during the week,
Mhm.
which I reckon Chelsea would be a bit annoyed about.
Yep.
I think he'd be back this week.
Yep.
That's what my mail is. But
Yep.
they might have a few missing. I'll just leave it at that.
okay?
But I think Frankston will.
Yep.
I think Frankston will win.
This will be huge.
Yeah.
That'll be huge if they do.
Has to be the selection
Oh,
table,
it'll be.
doesn't it?
Oh, if that.
Sorry,
If
mate.
Frankston come
Oh,
out and beat
100%
Chelsea,
is. Yeah, 100% is. Franks and Chelsea.
that's going to be foot in my mouth. But I'll stand by Chelsea. Chelsea for me.
Yeah, I think Chelsea.
Frankston, I think Frankston.
Yeah,
against
it's Frankston as
very difficult at Baxter Park, and they've got to start to fire. Their
Yeah.
list is too good to be
Yeah.
sitting where they're sitting.
I think Chelsea.
You think Chelsea? Yep, me too. And we heard from Gammers, and he reckons Frankston Bombers, which I don't mind at all. The next game is at RF Mars Recreation Reserve along the Seaford Frankston line. fantastic
RSL. Oh, how do I know?
The Rissole.
Fantastic.
Seaford RSL.
Go there, and then you'll understand what I'm
Yeah.
banging on about. Seaford taking on Crib Point. What, Chief?
Ooh. Testing some loyalties here. Gee, Seaford are looking really good at the moment.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Seaford don't lose this.
I think it's hard, right? You look at their ground and it's such an odd shape. Like it's so long, so skinny. Or no, sorry, it's not even that long. It's just
No,
skinny.
it's-
It's just it's an odd one. But Seaford playing on it all the time. I think Seaford at home for me.
Yep. Commission.
Yeah, I'm with you. It's a cracker.
Crib Point. That wasn't the real Crib Point last week.
they-
Something.
They got a couple out, so
Do you forget radio?
Seaford have been up for a long while. I don't mind Cribby here.
Who's
Cribby are fighting for
who
their
did
season here.
Who did Crib point at that?
got just a couple. That's all.
Just a couple.
Who's that? I haven't done any research on him.
Just
Just
a couple. I have.
Crib Point a really tight one. Really tight. 2 or 3 points.
Oh,
That tight.
I haven't seen Cribby live this year except from the practice games. I didn't think. I mean, I could be wrong. I didn't think Cribby had any missing last week, but I could be well off. So we should explain that we're looking at their
Yeah,
List
no,
their
that's
list.
what I said. Just
Yeah.
pauses on a radio. fucking
Yeah,
show.
no, I know.
I think they were pretty
Oh,
full.
I know. I've got it. Yeah, sorry, Adam.
Seaford,
It's my brain, though.
Seaford for me, but I'm with you. I think it's going to be really tight. And they're
Yeah,
the informed team of the comp, Seaford.
Yeah,
Exactly.
they are, and they've been up for so
It's
long.
hard to stay up.
It's hard to stay up.
Yeah.
It's a tough caper.
The next game's at Hastings, and it's Hastings hosting Rye Football Netball Club, and it's going to be a test to Kev. I think he will still be in it, but I fear Ed once he gets off the leash there, and I think 4 quarters of football for Hastings might be a struggle against Rye. So Rye for me.
Well, the man himself said they were missing a key back, didn't he, when he was here a couple of
Yeah,
weeks
yeah,
ago?
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
they've got a couple of targets down there, right? They're probably the second most informed team in the comp behind Seaford. So, it's hard to tip against, but I reckon it'll be competitive for a long, long time.
Yeah.
The Rye boys will know they've been in a contest.
Oh,
There's no doubt
100%.
about
Depends how many tickets Hastings used against Seaford last week, being in the game for so long.
Yeah.
Is that a mental
Yeah.
strain, or can they back it up?
Yeah, correct.
Kev said, Gammers, and I'm sure you heard, but just the energy of the joint playing the kids, he's like he doesn't remember that kind of football and that kind of environment around a football club.
Yeah.
Obviously,
And
coming,
they've got some quality kids
Yeah,
with Foster
100%.
and the
He's been in a
Masillos
pretty
and a
decent
couple
footy
of
club
others.
for a while too. Ken.
Yeah.
the Rat Pack. He called
yeah,
it.
the
Rat
Pack.
Rat Pack.
They play with no fear.
No,
Yeah.
exactly.
Good on her.
The next game. Tips. Are we all going right?
Yeah, I'm
boys?
right. I'm
I'm
right, but I think
right.
Hastings,
But they'll
Hastings
know.
will be there.
They'll know about it.
It'll be a similar scoreline to the Seaford game.
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
Hastings.
Right.
Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah.
Which
Just for consistency, I'm going to say Hastings.
Okay,
Yeah.
Very good.
Yep.
Very good. Even if Kev was here, it's still
Maybe lack
the
of it.
commission.
Maybe lack of consistency.
The next game, Somerville taking on Coringal at Somerville. Somerville by 150.
Oh, geez. Kringle are largely improving in their contest game.
Yeah,
And
100%.
that's so. I mean, that's how you build a team.
Mm.
So,
Are you healthy? Gammers?
Apart from the 5 ruckmen that aren't available.
Apart from that, one of them came back.
we'll have a couple that weren't available last week available.
Play
You
a full
reckon?
list.
Do you rest some?
Yeah, that's the question, isn't
It
it?
is.
Against
My
Coringal. like,
word.
they-
Personally, I think you'd be mad not to. But
then also, you've got a lot of new faces on that list. You want to get them in for a feel-good game that gels them.
I don't think you're resting anyone at the moment.
managing
I
them.
think if you've got guys that are really, really sore, you're having a really good discussion. But
Yeah,
it's round 6, and
Percentages are going to be important. too.
we're
Round
only
7.
we're only just in the 5. We're
Yeah.
no well beaters, so no, we won't be resting.
But you'll
Thank
be
you.
winning by plenty.
Well, in
Sammy?
that case, Sammy
Plenty.
by
Sammy,
by
plenty.
lots.
Plenty, maybe not 150.
For consistency, you want
Probably.
Kringle?
No.
Keep it consistent.
We'll get to you, Chief. Don't worry.
Oh boy.
Oh, boy.
So is that Sammy for you, Chief?
Yeah, Sammy.
Okay, in the next game to see us out round 7, it's Pearcedale taking on Red Hill Football Netball Club. Jake.
Get a read on those two.
It's the Hillman versus the Sliders.
That's it, mate. This is weighing up the scales.
6-7.
I think, yeah, bloody hell. I don't think Red Hill have fired a proper shot against a side that's probably in contention as to where we all thought they'd be. Coming down from Div 1. And then Pearcedale just throwing an absolute spanner in the works by pumping Cribby last week. So, this one's going to be interesting at Pearcedale.
Boys, just quickly, sorry, can I
Don't know,
interject there, Jake? It was remiss of me not to mention this, and it was, again, supplied by the number 1 ticket holder of the Halftime Heroes, and I won't say his name. What does that say, please, Gammers?
I think that's been every week.
Has it really?
Yeah, except for round. The only time it was
around.
The only time it wasn't was round 1 when they obviously had Lockie Marshall as a 4-pointer, who's now a 1-pointer. They've been 22 every week.
Yeah. So 22 points is the minimum amount of points
that's
that
unreal.
field aside, and Pearcedale do that consistently.
Yeah.
So kudos to them.
Yeah.
For me, sorry, Jake, keep going there.
Yeah, no. And, look, there's no digs at Pearcedale, and Maddie down at Pearcedale we love. Ticket holder.
Absolutely, Maddie.
G'day,
Maddie.
Like, with that being said, obviously playing with 22 points, you're investing back into the club, right? You've got no big ticket holders where you're like, we're going to go buy some players. So it might be a small rebuild-ish kind of vibe, but yeah, obviously they're not playing to where they were last year. But I think, Red Hill still need to fire something, and I think this might be a round where they'll carry their momentum in from last week and get the chocolates, I reckon.
It might be maybe the vibe's not really
vibe.
good. The vibe down there might be good.
It's
Marbo again with the vibes.
Could be a bit iffy.
Well, what do you reckon, Chief?
I don't know that.
What's your read on the vibe?
The vibe radiating out of Pearcedale just is inconsistent at the moment.
It is, but I think they're going to win.
You reckon?
Yeah, I do.
I reckon. I genuinely think it could go either way. I wouldn't be surprised.
Red Hill got Gammers early in the year, didn't it?
Yeah.
You got the big, robust, bustling bastards.
They smashed us.
Yep.
Yeah.
And if we're true to our word and they have rested a couple of players for the tired match, they're going to be freshened up. So, I think Red Hill by plenty.
Oh, okay.
Plenty.
Might end up with egg on my face here. You're going Red Hill?
I'm Red Hill, yeah.
Yep.
Are you going Dales?
I
you are going Dales, yep.
Commish?
I think Red Hill in their list is a lot better than what we've seen so far.
Yeah, 100%.
I think they'll get over Pearcedale by a couple.
Gammers? You Red Hill.
I will. But I think if Pearcedale can do that to Cribby, they can probably do it to Red Hill as well.
Yeah, 100%.
That's what I'm thinking. That's exactly what I'm thinking.
Let's see.
But then Red Hill is, I think, better on paper than Crib Point.
Yeah.
So
Fitty.
If Red Hill, Somerville and Seaford all win this weekend, there's a really big gap between the top 6 and the bottom 6.
Well, we didn't go through the ladder for Div 2, did we?
We don't have to.
Why?
Easy.
No.
That's his job.
Well, you look. So Red Hill's playing Pearcedale?
Yep.
Seaford's got Crib Point. Is that correct?
Yes.
So that's big. If those two win, if Red Hill beats Pearcedale and Seaford beat Crib Point, there'll be a 2-game gap between the top 6 and the bottom 6 if Somerville beat Coringal as well. So,
wow.
And the Frankston-Chelsea game probably gets pretty key as well. If Frankston knock over Chelsea, then there's going to be a lot of teams on 20 or 24 points in that top 6.
The big hamburger turns into just a meat patty.
It does, doesn't it? It does.
That top 5 is not far away from being set either.
Yeah, I think Red Hill will probably have a thing
they're
saying, and I think Cribby have probably set themselves up to be a top 5 side as well. So 7 doesn't go into 5.
No, it does not.
So 2 of those got to miss. And I think it's no surprise to us in the know, but there would be a lot of outsiders going, gee, it's weird to see Seaford and Rye up there.
Yeah, correct. Absolutely. It's a flip on its head from last year.
100%.
Boys, that rounds out Division 2 on Halftime Heroes. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more Halftime Heroes. But after the break, get that big, massive forklift. Because the Chief's getting up. He's going to be up high. He's going to be up real high.
They've leased a whole new
Look at
baby out in the driveway.
Yeah, he's got a topic.
But after that Sorrento lunch, we need the big 4-tonner.
Yeah, the big bastard. You're all listening and watching the Halftime Heroes.
Looking for unbeatable deals on new and used Toyotas? Head to Frankston Toyota, where great service meets great value. From rugged Hilux to fuel-efficient Corolla, we've got the perfect car for every driver. And right now, crazy low finance rates for selected models. Come see why locals trust Frankston Toyota. Just off the freeway. Easy to find, hard to beat. T's and C's apply. Visit frankstontoyota.com.au today.
Welcome back to the Halftime Heroes. As we said, we've got the big mother truck of a bloody forklift, and he's ready to lift the Susovich.
After the lunch, big lunch down Sorrento.
Who's
Big 4-tonner.
Who's driving this one? I don't reckon I've got a license for this big
No,
one.
you got the noise. But
So much beef. He had so much beef. Get him in.
Oh, he's tapping his toe.
He
That
is.
scares
he's up. He's up.
Fucking angry.
Quick.
What-
That
what-
can't last forever.
Right.
Hydraulic pumps are
What-
struggling.
What qualification are you going to lean on today?
Sheer out,
Good one.
sheer out bullying. That's what I call it. So when umpires and the like,
no.
they come back to me and they say, why can't we use communications devices and the likes there? Folks, you can use communications devices, no dramas whatsoever. If you want to have a crack at me, fantastic. Go along your little fucking lines. No friggin' worries. The whole idea is it's there for coaching. And if you do a better job at it, you'd coach and record it at the same time. The issue that I have is with you peckerheads is that you had 3 players come off the ground from 2 teams, come to me and say 5 words. And those 5 words were the umpire said out on the ground, so should I report him. Have a think about that and then go back. So don't tell me about the checking and all that type of shit. The coaching of an umpire is totally separate from making an absolute stupid decision that can be heard by all the players around. And when the players go back into the rooms and discuss it with their line coaches, that it feels like the arc out there, that gives me the right to say it's the arc. So stick that.
Is there a defibrillator around here?
The best pallets ever. Yeah, that's new palletathon. That's
Carrow's arrow. Look out.
It's
Wow.
Pallets
Tell
is-
you what.
Jeez.
That is going to feature.
I didn't know.
I just get, the whole...
You
the-
were spitting and
I was spitting.
I think a flame came out.
That's the whole point. The whole idea of the communication is to coach the umpires into what they're doing. Now, some people might have a different take on why we're coaching umpires out there and the like there. When we send a runner out with a football coach, that's to give an instruction on how to play the game. And that's the same, that would be with an umpire as well. This is how we umpire there.
positioning.
But to give a decision that absolutely tenders a game to a different level and changes the game by reducing it by 1 player, that's unheard of. So when you've got 3 players, as I said, coming to me and saying those words after the match and post-match, I don't need a response of anyone.
Absolutely well said, and you are well within your right to have that opinion because, it's an opinion-based show, and we give those the right to reply. For me, Chief, I've been thinking about it, and we have been inundated on Facebook. And if you do want to get in touch with Halftime Heroes, Facebook, or you can hit the contact us on halftimeheroes.com.au because we are loving the interaction. But for me, if those umpires, and good on them, I love what SUA are doing, bringing up the kids. But if they need that level of
Tutelage during a game.
game, don't have them listed as senior umpires.
Or just let them umpire.
Well,
that's the thing as
and
well.
And the other thing, hang
just
on
let them umpire.
2 seconds. And the other thing is that they were instructed to report him from a position of a umpire coach that was 150 metres away.
I'll pose the question, and once again, feel free to hit us up on Facebook or our website. But when I was umpiring, it was to my knowledge that even if you're an umpire at a ground, not officiating the game, you could still make a report on the field. So does that not pose the question then, does the coach not put through a report separately? If you're adjudicating a game and you can't tell that someone should be reported and then change the whole the whole face of the game by sending a player off, does that then wait for after the game and they put the report through after the game? If you can't look me in the eye and say, yes, I know you should be reported, you've done something wrong, if you're giving me, and it won't hold up in tribunal either.
Even if you're not wearing the yellow, you're not there in official capacity, you're just there as a spectator, you can make a report.
Like an off-duty copper.
Yeah.
It's similar to an off-duty cop.
I know in previous rules where you can go, I know the umpire has the power to report up until the end of the day.
Yes.
Yep. They have that power.
Yep.
Any umpire.
Yep.
Any umpire watching the game.
Regarding their own match. So someone
regarding their own match.
Yep.
And that was, I had an instance once where I was umpiring a Chelsea tie-up game, and as I was walking off the ground, one of the Chelsea players said that was a fucking disgrace. And I was like, oh, that's not great. And then decided to report that player after the game. And when the team manager walked in to get the okay, I said, no, I've actually reported one of your players. And then you can do that then as well.
Yeah, of course.
Do you know what I mean? So that goes with the whole, you can report a player after the game has ended.
I think just to close out, Chief, if I may, that I think it was an embarrassing display for the Southern Umpires Association. I think if it was to be done again, I think they'd probably do it differently or not do it at all. It was that 3 to 4 minute lapse where they were clearly getting adjudication from the umpire coach,
the third party,
and I think I just think it was really poorly handled, and then for it to be taken down another path, I think with the fines and all this stuff, I think it's probably
Is this more of an AFL issue than a local issue? Like, I've just been listening, thinking that there's been a fair bit in the news around the ARC and communications off field with umpires. Like, are we trying to be like that because the AFL's being like that?
That's the direction we took last week.
Yeah,
and we took there was a fair amount of
when we call SUA out, like, are they
who's governing them?
I wouldn't say they're an innocent bystander, but are they just trying to replicate what's happening at the elite level?
I don't think so. We took the ARC, for example, as a point of jest and as a joke, but we saw what went on was not correct. So I don't think it's a copy. All umpiring associations use the communications that we're not disputing using the communications device. If they were really good, all the umpiring associations, they'd record it, match it against the video, so they could then show the umpire what coaching decisions were made and be transparent with the whole league, so they could find that. But
for me, Chief, what I'm worried about also is that you're going to have these 16, 17, 18-year-old umpires that are going to be hesitant on making decisions because they're just is something going to happen in my year or what?
I'll go into bat for the umpires too. When stuff goes down on the field, it gets overwhelming.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When there's melees that break out and you are younger and you're dealing with men that are really going at each other, it gets overwhelming as an umpire. You try and break it up, you try and blow your whistle. You're like, boys, step away. It's hard. You know what I mean? So
that all happened while they were like that all happened while they were waiting to hear from
Exactly.
the
So
umpire.
that's, I think,
it all stopped, and then 4 minutes later,
Yeah.
he gets yellow carded and
So I
sent
think
off.
that's what Chief's alluding to, right? It's that situation as a whole could have been handled better.
Exactly.
Or walk away and gets adjudicated at half time.
Yeah, or
Inform
after
the
the
team
match.
manager. That's done there. Another thing I'd like to point out was a positive from the umpires on the weekend was the Sorrento Mount Eliza match. It was probably 5 minutes before half time, and a Mount Eliza player, pretty sure it was Finn Bain, had taken a very, what we call, dubious mark. It bounced off his chest by mistake. The umpire called it as a mark. Finn Bain started walking back for the kick. The umpire called it. No, I made a mistake. It's a ball up.
Okay.
And
That's good.
And the crowd acknowledged that it was an issue, and that was it, all over. So great work by the it was a young
100%.
umpire.
It's okay
there.
to be right.
Great work.
Yeah.
Well, that is a wrap from the Harbour. I like that from you a lot, and that is going to be cut up because that is in the 4 years we've been doing this. That was the most animated I've seen the Chief up on the pallets. They were shaking.
The whole thing was the
height in which it happened from too.
What they put
could
in
have
that
been
steak
bad.
in Sorrento.
Jeez, a whole heap of
the side of beef,
testosterone.
the side of beef.
Jeez, unbelievable. The show would not be possible without our amazing sponsors, of course, Mornington Rosebud Toyota, as well as Impact Glass and Glazing, Little Court Co. It is absolutely taking off. Go and get yourself a pickleball bat
setup
and everything.
You play
pickleball.
you play pickleball?
Yeah, it's great. Good fun.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, it's quite amazing. You have
you played?
a fair bit, Jack.
You
No,
played?
I haven't. But,
You played Gammers?
Yep.
You played
There
it?
you go.
You like it?
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
good.
taking off.
Sus?
Absolutely
No good?
taking off.
Pickleball, no good.
And LC Constructions as well. Thank you for your support. And did I miss anyone, Chief? Nah. All good. That is in or outer.
In and out.
In or outer belly button. That is a wrap from the Halftime Heroes at a reasonable time too. And we say goodnight to the wall of Peter Susovich and all his certificates.
The wall of SARS.
Yeah,
we're going over this side next
we're going to
week.
go, or is going to be a
door.
Just maybe a wall of some sort, maybe. Gammers is getting one. Well, you better show the
fell out
camera.
there, Gammers?
You better show the camera. No, he's just got it leaning on the. What is going?
Might have been a Tad rush.
What's going there? Trying to dismantle my wall.
He's put it straight into the mortar. That's why. That is a wrap from the Halftime Heroes. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night.